Hey everybody, Rich Noto here, Florida licensed realtor, Florida licensed home inspector, Florida notary public with loan signing agent certification, your construction trained realtor. And it's always so important to have a realtor that has construction training on your side throughout the process, because let's face it, what is the most important expense that any home buyer encounters? Take a guess. It's repairs. It's repairs on a house. So if you're having a house built, you want that house to be as well built as it possibly can be, okay? Because when you purchase a house that has defects, hidden defects, or potentially other issues, then at some point during home ownership, it's going to fall on you. And if you're a first-time home buyer and you've never had to pay a contractor to come in to make repairs, I suggest to call some roofers, call some siding companies, call some stucco companies, electricians, plumbers, HVAC companies, and you'll see how quickly hundreds or thousands of dollars can be gone just like that. It happens very quickly, trust me. I've been a homeowner for years. Now always keep in mind that the standard realtor does not have construction training, okay? So when you have the standard realtor on your side, that maybe you selected them because you love their flashy videos, their flashy drones, the hype that you're getting in every single video, you might want to reconsider it. The hype is not going to help you to spot defects along the way, okay? And you want as many eyes helping you on your side as possible. And also do keep in mind that I do work for you and represent you as a home buyer's agent. I do not work for or represent any home builder. Keep that stuff in mind. Check out the video at the end for more info. And this house in back of me is the Darwin model from D.R. Horton. We are at the farm at Varrea. And I always hope that I'm saying it right when I say Varrea. It's not like Varrea. Or maybe something different. So I'm kind of excited because I don't think I've ever seen this particular floor plan. Maybe I have, and if I have seen it, it was probably in an inventory house, because I don't think I've ever seen it in a model version. So we're going to go inside and have a look at this house. Okay, so the Darwin. So the first thing that I'm noticing is the driveway. You could park at least 4 cars in this driveway. I would say 4 normal sized cars, not smaller cars like a Kia Soul or something like that, but definitely 4 normal sized ones.
At richnotohomes.com, find the house you're looking for in Central Florida, Orlando, Kissimmee area. Are you interested in a full-time living residential house or a vacation home? Investing in a rental income property? Thinking about selling your home? Look no further than richnotohomes.com. Dependable help from start to finish. Don't make a mistake along the way. Go to richnotohomes.com.
All right, so when you first walk in, I'm standing off in the corner. You can see there's all this space, so you don't feel jammed up when you first walk in. And you probably could put something over here as well, like a table or maybe 2 tables to put stuff down. And here's the garage. Now this house is inventory, so it's not fully completed yet, but here's the garage. And there's definitely some nice additional space. You can see here's my foot. So there's a lot of space on each side of the garage door. Half bath. And your kitchen. So this is kind of nice because there's a little bit of like an outdent, I guess you could say. And I like these countertops. And they gave you like a cement pad so that you could sit outside. So this would probably be your kitchen, although it could be a living room. I guess depends on, or should I say this would be your dining room or the place for your kitchen table. Although, you know, it could be a small TV room as well if you wanted to turn that area into the dining area. So a good sized pantry, definitely larger, not the smallest, but the island is big, and then there's also other countertop space as well, so that's nice. So the half bath, so pretty much it's just a half bath, and then you have your, so pretty much just a half bath on the first floor, along with your kitchen, living room, and dining room. The Horton Darwin. This is kind of interesting. Kind of feels narrow. And okay, so we got a loft. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this now that I'm looking at it more and more. So a few ways to go. I guess I'm going to continue this way. And this is the HVAC closet for sure. And your laundry room and the master bedroom. And we got a pretty big master bedroom. Let's see if I get some lights on. Is there lights? Yeah. So a toilet, and oh wait, what is this? A toilet with a closet in the closet. I think I'm gonna have to flip this around and go high. But you can see here's a closet, and here's a toilet. So it's all kind of in the same room. The closet in the toilet in the closet. Okay, so now that we're outside of that room, here's your shower. The shower actually looks pretty big. Maybe it's standard size, but it just seems like it's a little bit larger. So looks like a decent sized shower. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting this. So you got a huge walk-in closet. Wow. Let's see what else is up here. So a bedroom, and I like that it has a standard door, not the folding doors. Oh, that's a good sized closet too. Of course, the closet uses the whole space of the wall, so it's not like it's using part of it; it's using the whole length of it. And let's see what we have in the other room. So this is the half bath. I mean, a full bathroom. And a closet. So a pretty decent sized bedroom. I wonder what the square footage of this room is. The closet though is small because it kind of stops like over here. Unfortunately, it doesn't use up all this space in back of the wall. I wonder why. Maybe because of that closet. So let's take a look at this. I don't know if I open this or not, right? So here's a towel closet. Okay, so let's talk about the D.R. Horton Darwin. This closet is nice. I like this closet, and I feel like if you don't need such a big closet, you could potentially take this section over here and put like a computer desk. Now there are no plugs in here with that said, so you have to probably run an extension cord. Yeah, well actually there is one plug, surprisingly, and it's right there. So there is a plug, so you just have to like run an extension cord, and you could, like I would put a computer desk right here, I feel like, and then that way I could, you know, look out the window on the computer. So pretty nice, pretty nice. I like that. I like that closet a lot. And then of course there was his bathroom, which does have the towel closet inside of the toilet in the closet room. Oh, did I? No. Now I just turned on another fan when I was trying to turn that off. Okay, now we're good. That always happens. Like I try to turn off a fan and then I end up turning on another fan. The joys of real estate. Laundry room and the closet. So you got 2 bedrooms up here, and so 2 bedrooms on this end with a bathroom, and of course the master has its own bathroom. So pretty nice second floor. I don't think this house is very big. If I had to guess, I feel like this is like, you know, 1,800 square feet or something like that. That's just a guess though. But it's a nice 2-story house, and I think I'm going to try to take a look at the square footage.